Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I present you the first Flight 96 episode of 2018, and I had to start this with a bang, man. This guy has, I've known him for the past couple of months. He's one of the biggest battle rappers in the game right now. He's one of the biggest up and comers, man, and he's been so cool to me. You know, I actually bought one of his Chef Life shirts from him. He's one of the coolest dudes in battle rap that I personally know. Ladies and gentlemen, a person that I've always wanted on the show, Chef Life representative, Cave Gang representative, Chef Trez is on the phone. What's going on, Trez?
What's up with it, bro? Good.
Man, we chilling, man.
Chef Life Cave shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, listen,
Okay.
your rise in battle rap, man, is really been like, it's well documented, and I feel like it's very original, and no one has really rose like you. I mean, you really have went through all the proper channels to get to where you're at right now, and I want to start I want to start at Spit That Heat, and when you started to rise. I mean, I want to start at, I think one of your best battles, if not the best, one of the best battles in Spit That Heat history was you versus Craig Lamar. And what did that battle do for you personally, and just you as a battle rapper?
I mean, it's just honestly like a challenge. Like, me and Craig battles before then. I mean, Craig was battling a lot. He had a lot of battles. I didn't have that many, but I had solid following. I mean, that niggas was gonna watch the battle. You feel me? I mean, we just did what we had to do. We both delivered. It was dope.
That shit was crazy. I didn't know it was going to be that big of a deal until, I think it was, I forgot where it was posted. I think it was posted on my Twitter, and then I saw 5, maybe 6 people posted, and I was like, okay, I kind of need to check this battle out. And I watched it, and I was like, man, Trez was really gun bar heavy in that battle. You was very gun bar heavy in that battle. I mean, I feel like you mastered that real quickly.
Yeah, that's OD.
Yeah, and
that's easy, bro. If I wanted to punch back to back all day, I could do it. But I swear, it'll be so easy though. That's easy to me.
Would you rather challenge yourself than really just punch back to back?
That's what I do. That's why I don't do it. That's why I do angles. That's why I do talking about things, addressing things. That's why I do shit like that. So it's a challenge. If I write gun bar, punch, nobody will beat me, bro. It's too easy because I rebuttal on top of it.
Man, there's a lot of new guys right now that I would love to see you in the ring with, but there's a couple of old vets that I think are battles that are long overdue. Like you versus Charlie Clips is definitely long overdue. You versus John is definitely long overdue. You versus Ill Will is definitely long overdue. So when you get all this recognition and you get all this acclaim to your name, where you had a classic versus JC, which is, I think, if I'm not mistaken, your highest viewed battle to date.
Fact, it is.
And how do you stay humble? That's my question. How do you stay humble?
Because I'm a real person. I go through real shit. Bro, this shit I be rapping about, bro, this shit's for real.
You try to be more. There's no fabrication. Way, there's no fabrication in any of that, and I respect that.
Nah.
I respect that.
Not at all.
I mean, when I watch you rap, when I watch you rap and do your thing on YouTube, or if I listen to your music, you really put it to the forefront that that you're a real dude. But the thing is that you don't try to shove it down people's throats. You just show it. You just show it to people. I feel like you really are you really do what you say you do, and you really are who the person you say you are. Like, I don't think there's any reason for no one to not believe you. You know what I'm saying? Like, were you,
I just be me.
and that's I think that's the best thing. You see a lot of these people who get fame, and I think I've talked to you about this previously, where these guys get big heads, and just because they're getting a big name, and I guess you have found the way to keep it to be like, okay, I may be getting all this acclaim, and you know what I'm saying, I may have gotten a cosign from one of the, if not the. Go ahead.
The way I look at it, bro, like, most people get excited because they're battling a big name. I look at it also as I'm a big name. That's why I battle people who I battle. I battle with a person who nobody knows. I'm not worried about that. To me, I'm a name. So, you feel me? Like, I just do what I do.
Now,
I'm not worried about everybody else. Like,
I feel that. Now, you weren't known as Chef Trez. You were just known as Trez when you were starting out in your career. So when did you decide to change it to Chef Trez?
I just kept that shit Trez for real. Like, I was trying to find something to like something to brand.
Mm-hmm.
And then since I was Spit That Heat was Cook Food Nation. So I mean, after like Chef Trez, Cook Food Nation, I was at the forefront putting on for it. So it just went like that. And I mean, Spit That Heat, that's still where, you know what I'm saying, I got my rise from. So I ain't never like changed this shit or nothing.
Oh, of course. I mean, you battled B Magic, you battled Flacco L, you battled Automatic Ray, you battled Craig Lamar. Those are some of your biggest battles to date. You know, I mean, so. What were some of the things that you learned from Spit That Heat, like, you know what I'm saying, or was it just another stepping stone in your battle rap career?
I mean, yeah, pretty much. Like, just another day in the office, bro.
see, my thing is how are you so laid back with all this stuff happening? That's my question, man. I really want to know, like, how you so laid back with all this stuff happening? You got people throwing cigs in battles. You got not even non-battle rap related. You got a girl who I think she was from the University of Alabama. She got expelled because she was making some racial remarks on Martin Luther King Day. So my question is, how you just stay so chill, man? And don't tell me it's the weed, because that's not a good excuse.
Nah, not even that.
So what keeps you so calm, man?
Nah, because I accept everything.
Really?
I accept everything, bro.
How do you accept? What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
What do you mean by you accept everything?
You know, like, most people are always trying to figure out why. That's the reason why people be concerned with things, because they want to know why. Like, damn, why did this happen? Why is this person doing this? Why did this person shoot this? Why did this person get this battle? Me, I don't give a shit. Honestly, I accept it. That's what happened. And if somebody says some crazy shit, that's what happened. Because you ain't got to deal with what you said or done. You got to deal with the consequences.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not really worried about nothing else.
I mean, you have a calm demeanor, but when you get up on that stage and it's time to do work, I mean, you're not afraid to get in somebody's face. You're not afraid to really talk somebody. Like I said in the Mike P battle.
Nah, because
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's because I accept everything, bro. So whatever happens for me being me happens. But shit, I will get in your face in real life. So that's just me being me.
Like in the Mike P battle, man, when you pocket checked him and you said you were talking about I get bothered. I'm not trying to butcher the line, but I get bothered in the streets from looking like a hoodlum. So I'm mad now. So now police get the pat down and you pocket tapped him. That was okay. I wasn't mad that Mike P didn't do anything because I didn't think it was that serious, but I think that line hit with me because it was just how it just all came together. You know what I'm saying? His last name is Police. You said police get the pat down. That line worked like geniusly. That worked very, you know what I'm saying? That shit connected really well.
Right.
So, I mean, after the Mike P performance, that's when your stock rose real big, and then right after that you got JC, and I have to ask, bro, like when I watch battles, I look at everybody else's, you know what I'm saying, facial expressions and how they react to bars or how they're, you know, how their opponent is rapping or how their opponent is standing there while their opponent is rapping. So, what did you think of JC's material on his comeback battle, like where you was just sitting there? I mean, of course, you was writer's block at the time. So you already knew that he was gonna come with some crazy stuff. So when you was sitting there, like, and you was just, did you pay attention to what he was saying? I mean, or did you just was like, all right, he's rapping, so I'm gonna let him do his thing, and you know what I'm saying, I don't need to really pay attention to it.
Half the time when dudes be rapping, I be thinking about the craziest shit.
Like what?
The craziest. And or like what I'm gonna do later, what I'm gonna eat. If my stomach feel crazy. Half the time I be like hot as fuck.
That's
stuff like that. Bro.
That's it. Like, I mean,
then I'll listen for like a minute, bro, to see if I can catch something to rebuttal. And if I can't catch nothing in that minute, bro, I just go back to thinking about regular shit.
Man, because the reason I asked that is
I listen to the crowd. Yeah, the crowd be yelling and shit, and I be like wondering, like, a lot of times I look like what I miss.
Oh my god, bro!
I really be thinking about some whole other shit.
Well, because I say that is I ask that is because you see in battles where whether person A is rapping, person B is like either just looking directly at them, or I see this now where they lean their head over and kind of listen, kind of how Geechee Gotti does, how he just sits there and just listens, and I just be like, man, like, do you really want to hear your opponent's material? Does that throw you off or something like that? Speaking of that, what?
I know. For me, I just don't. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. What you saying?
Oh, now I about to say, I just don't want to hear it. Like, I don't know. I literally just don't want to hear it.
You just want to rap?
When I'm battling a nigga for some reason, I just don't like them for that time being. I just don't like them for that time being while we battle.
See, my thing is this. Every time I see you rap, I always see one eye roll every battle. I see you roll your eyes at least once, like every battle. And I'll be like, yo, that was fire, Trez. Like, why you rolling your eyes like that? And I'm like, oh man, it's like, don't do that.
I'll be like, what I missed. What I missed. That's what I be saying, bro. Like, the fuck, they going crazy. If it was that crazy, I would have caught it. That shit trash.
I mean, I especially saw that when you battle Prep. Now, I've previously said, if you go watch the Battle Talk episode with Jerry West, I don't understand the hype around Prep. I don't understand why he gets the looks he does. I don't understand that. I just don't understand the hype, and I don't personally think he's, all that. But, you know what I'm saying? The best I've seen him, what's crazy is that the best I've seen him was versus you and Lada Zay. That's the best I've seen him, was versus you and Lada Zay. And my thing is with this, like, when you take an opponent or when, whoever calls you for your next matchup, do you study at all? Or do you just kind of like, you kind of just get, or you just rap just to rap?
Shit, hopefully I know their ass already. Hopefully I already know who they is. So I ain't got to do too much studying. Hopefully I just know so I can prove, oh yeah, this was going on.
I mean,
that's what I be hoping.
I mean, I remember like your battle with Rum Nitty, I felt like there was a lot of pressure on you with your that Rum Nitty battle, and I say that because you had just joined up with Cave Gang, and Tay Rock had made this big thing at Ascension talking about, yo, at Born Legacy Supreme, there's gonna be a new Cave Gang member, and when y'all see who it is, it's gonna be crazy. So I figured that Tay Rock specifically, but that kind of put a little bit of pressure on you. Did you feel like any different in that battle? Because I felt like, because I remember it was funny because I remember you said like you crouched down for like Rum Nitty's third round, and I was like, this fool Trez.
Nigga, I was sick.
Really?
I was sick. I was sick before JC battle. I was sick before Craig. I have health problems. Nigga, I'm always sick. Yeah. I didn't feel no different for the battle. I was literally just sick. That's all. I always like feel crazy, my nigga.
What's the problem? I mean, if you can talk about it. Like,
it's like stomach problems and shit, ulcers, internal bleeding, et cetera, type shit.
Damn, man. Damn, how long has that been going on?
Yeah, bro. I ain't feel no damn pressure. I never feel pressure from battles, bro. Like,
really?
I don't know. I just never even. No, never, bro. If I felt pressure, I wouldn't do this shit. I don't want to be doing that when I feel nervous and all that. It ain't comfortable. Well, I do what I do because I'm comfortable doing it. You feel me? Like, I'm comfortable playing basketball. So when I play basketball, I don't get nervous when I play against fire niggas. I'm comfortable rapping in the studio. So when there's 100 people that I don't know, I still can rap regularly because I'm comfortable doing it. I'm comfortable battle rapping. So if there's 10 people in the crowd or 700 people, I'm still, you feel me? Like, I'm just do me.
I respect that.
No matter the name or nothing, because like I said, I look at it as me being the name. I don't put no super light over nobody, bro. Like, I don't do that. So therefore, I look at everybody equal.
Okay, I like that. I mean, a battle that happened, which was basically your last battle on cam. Well, not necessarily on cam because that hasn't came out yet, but last battle known. But I knew we was gonna talk about it. You versus Trez. Now, what I'm not gonna talk about Trez because Trez is probably going through something right now because of the stuff that and I'm not gonna speak upon that because that's not my business. My question is this: I want to know how it felt in that building, just purely because it was a small room. There was like probably 50 to maybe 60 people in there. Did it really give you that smack feel, or would you just treat it as another battle?
But y'all understand, I come from the barber shop. I got battles in a barber shop. I got battles in small venues. I got battles in quiet venues. I got battles in front of a lot of people. Bro, all that shit, you feeling the same.
That's what's up. I mean, you did your thing versus
As I tell people, like a lot of battlers, they don't do enough. So shit be feeling crazy, like real new to them. Bro, if you just go down my battles, peep the venues, peep the crowd, peep the feel, like I literally done battled through every type of situation. I battled. Only thing I haven't battled on is a normal or someone match. That's it.
You gonna get there. I know you are. You gonna get there. It's gonna be crazy too.
Oh yeah, like yeah, I ain't even stress. Yeah, those like I ain't even stressing that. I know it's my that coming for me, but now it's like I don't want to battle. I want to do like 2 or 3 more small room battles. I still know I want to tweak my style.
I remember.
Have fun with this shit.
I remember after you did your 3 rounds for Rum Nitty, you was telling I think you was telling Tay, you was telling Rada, you was telling somebody that that the crowd was like, he's like, yo, I'm too witty. Can you elaborate on that? Like, what do you mean by like I was catching all your stuff, but like, what did you mean by like you was too witty? Like, was like was the stuff that you was saying like just you was really surprised that they weren't catching, or?
Oh no, I'm not surprised. I'm just that's a theatric. That's something like if I say that's why I get booked. If I say Like when Rock say this is my shit. That's something that's like how you act is gonna stick with people.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
Period.
So when
and on top of that, I got you what?
Go ahead.
No, I was talking about what's this.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. What you were saying.
Oh no, I went. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, when did you get that call from Rock, or maybe it was from Bucks, or maybe it was from one of the Cave members that they was like, yo, we kind of want to bring you on the team. When did you get that call?
Man, it didn't even go like that, bro. I was Cave game when I was writing spot. Nobody just said no.
Wow. Okay, so you was Cave when you was battling JC?
Like, me and Rock.
So you.
Might have been.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just wasn't enough shit.
Okay, but go ahead. What you were saying?
No, just me and Rock was cool with each other. It wasn't really like no just call. It was just like shit just happened. Like with me, bro. What's wrong for nothing? Like it don't be like no super crazy story behind it. Shit just be happening. Like when you just keep it 100, bro. Shit just happens. Like literally.
So you're a person that
like some people go out looking like, hey.
So you're a person that mostly goes and is just you go somewhere and just whatever happens. You don't strike me as a person that looks for trouble.
Flow, yeah. I'm solely a go with the flow person. I tell females that, as the homies, anybody that what we doing, I don't care. I'm going with the flow. Whatever happens, happens. If we end up at a fucking club somehow, I don't even like clubs. So however it happened, it just had to happen. If we end up chilling at the crib getting lit, it just happened. You feel me? If me shorty end up going out, it just happens. I don't like all that trying to plan it type shit. That shit don't. That shit too robotic, bro. That shit don't work like that.
So you just kind of like you are by definition kind of like a free spirit. You know what I'm saying? You really like just let shit go. Like you just let it just happen. And I realize that you just as most the conversations that we have are just very freely. You know what I'm saying? They're not like they go from one end to another. You know what I'm saying? Like I respect that because I try to be, I try to be strategic, but I also try to be, go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? And I always ask this question, and especially coming from a dude. Usually on Flight 96, we do a thing that called relationship talk. Now I ain't gonna dive into your personal shit because that's not cool. I don't like that. But I just want to give you a couple scenarios, and I just want to ask how you would act in these situations. You know what I'm saying? Especially from a guy's
from. Yeah, we can talk in general.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. So you and your girl, y'all live together, and y'all just be. This is hypothetically. I don't know if this is actually happening, but hypothetically, y'all just be living together, right? And she about to go out with the girls. You know what I'm saying? Girls' night, all that. She gets dressed, right? She comes out looking like a whole snack, a whole meal, a whole 4-course, everything. You just like, wow, son, you really gonna kill it. Now, to the point where, you know what I'm saying, you start to get a little uncomfortable because you think that you don't want your girl going out like that, looking like that, because you don't want no dude trying to holler at her, right? Would you, at any point in time, make your girl change her clothes just because she looks too good to go out in public like that, knowing that she's not gonna be with any other dudes for the night? She's just gonna be with her girls. Have you ever been in that situation, or would you? Which one would you be? Just let her go, or be like, nah, you can't be looking that good. Change.
My thing is, if she feels she got to get that dressed up to go out, go ahead.
Easy like that.
On my own time is what I do on my own time. But if you feel you got to get that crazy to go out, knowing there's going to be other people drawing attention, Go ahead. Go. Get out the car first. But like I said, what I do on my own time is gonna be my business.
So I sense a little saltiness in there, man.
Huh?
I sense a little saltiness. Like,
I'm saying now, like, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna be like, yo, go do this, do that. That'd be salty. Like I'm saying, like, all right, let me see how to put it. Like, all right, if your girl knows it's gonna be 100 niggas where she going, and they all gonna be on her. If she chooses to go in there and put on something that's gonna draw the most attention, no, go ahead. I'm not gonna trip or none of that. I'm not gonna treat you no different. Okay. But at the same time, have that same type of respect for me when I step up.
Okay. That's what's crazy is that I have interviewed a lot of people on this show, and I've asked them that question. I've asked them that question with that scenario, and usually it's like I ask the girls, and girls would get like somewhat offended, like what you mean, like I can't go dressed out like this, you know what I'm saying, like, and that's just a jealousy kind of thing. Now, me personally, I would let the girl go out if she wants to. If she wants to feel like that, then feel like that. You know, I'm personally on your side with this. Like, but I hope I get the same energy that I gave you.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Give me that same energy when I go get my shit, when I get my dreads done and get a lineup and go put on something crazy. Don't be on my nugget like, what you doing now? I'm going, hey, don't worry about what I'm doing. I'm going out with the fellas, goddammit.
So, man, like,
yeah.
That's crazy, man. Because I mean, I had referenced a video, I think not too long ago. I actually put out a video not too long ago about me speaking about things that are going on in society, and you know what I'm saying. Me and you are '90s babies, so we do not associate. At least I don't. Yeah. I don't associate with the fuckery that's going on right now. Cause some of it just be crazy. Like I said about the girl from Alabama who was making, like, bro, she was saying like the N-word. She was just making a whole bunch. She was making a whole bunch of racial slurs, saying a whole bunch of racial slurs, and she's from the University of Alabama. And Alabama was like, yeah, you just lost like your whole education. Yeah. Like, peace out. Like, we ain't gonna do that. And I looked at this video and I was like, first off, like, and she was with people, like, and my question was, who let her say these things without, like, trying to like catch a fade or something like that? Like, I'm surprised nobody has tried to fight her yet. Probably has, but it just ain't been publicized yet.
That makes good catch a fade.
Yeah. So my question is this. I mean, like, you've been around these and you've seen all this new generation stuff. What do you think? Like, what do you think of this new generation? Like, all these new dudes doing this crazy stuff. Like, not just rappers, but, like, you know.
How I handle it, bro.
How do you handle it?
This how I handle it. I stay in tune with what's going on, so I know how people are acting, but I don't care, and I keep my pistol on. You feel me? That's how I handle this new generation. I know they wildin'. I'm not going to associate myself with even worry about it. I'm not even going to worry about that in my world, because I'm going to move a certain way to where in my world I don't see those things. The only way I see those things is if I go looking for it or go online. Now, shit just happens regularly, right? And that's why I keep my pistol on me. Other than that, everything's smooth sailing. I ain't got no worries or none of that. I'm not tripping, and people want to say the N-word. They want to do this. They want to do that. They want to curse out their grandparents. They want to knock out people. They want to do all that. Cool. Because it's them doing it. You feel me? Ain't nobody in my circle doing it. I'm not doing it. It's just another fool out here in the universe, bro. But we need those people, because I look at it like I surround myself with everybody who around me. I fuck with heavy. So for every one of us is real, it got to be a dumb person. It got to be a balance, my nigga. It got to be a reason I can say, hey, you're real, because I can compare you to this dumb motherfucker over here. So I stay in tune with what's going on, but I'm not around none of that.
I'll look at it this way. And I'm gonna look at it
now. Calling somebody 100 niggas. If somebody, go ahead.
What I was gonna say is that I look at it this way, and I look at it from a music perspective. Like, you know, you see the little pumps and the little Zans and the XXX Tentacions and the Ski Mask, the Slump Gods. You see all of that. You see all that, right? And I look at it this way.
Yeah.
All that shit is cool. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody gives me like a brand new like Wu-Tang record or a Pete Rock record or a you know what I'm saying, like something with some substance from the legends, you know what I'm saying, like a Raekwon or a, like I said, a Method Man or something like that. That new stuff that we talking about, like that Lil Pump, that Lil Xan, all that stuff, that's getting tossed out the window, okay? Because
no, it ain't. Nobody's gonna care.
What do you mean?
No one's gonna care if somebody comes out rapping lyrics. No one's gonna care. Nobody, because people don't want to hear that.
Why not?
It's cool for back then, but people don't want to hear that.
Why not? Why do you think it?
Literally, for that reason, people don't want to hear that. When you ride around in your car nowadays, it's a different vibe. The world has a different vibe. It's not that old vibe anymore. The universe, literally. Like, this shit is all energy, bro. Vibes change. Energy changes. Therefore, back in the day, when that vibe is like that, look at a movie from back in the day. Look at the old movies from back in the day. Mm-hmm. Just look at how shit's placed in the movie. Look how the buildings look. Look how the energy is of people. Look at the words they're using. The way they're moving their body, their manners, everything. It's just a whole nother vibe. Today's vibe don't fit that music. Like, people don't want to hear that. It's too fast paced for that.
Do you think it's just like it's just evolution and everything's just evolving to where it's just like, you know, things are easier to access, like, or is it just like, oh, we've seen that already, so we want something new?
I mean, not necessarily, because somebody like Kendrick can come out and give you a record similar to that and people will love it. He'll have a new vibe with it. It's like, it's not that. It's just like, I mean, bro, you got to think about the people buying music, people who are influenced by music, people like, ain't nobody boot that rap, backpack shit. Them niggas don't even listen to music no more.
That's one way to look at it. I mean,
we got Kendrick, we got J. Cole's, we got niggas like that who can give you one of them records, who have plenty records out like that. But guess what? They main selling records, the most talked about records are the ones that's ignorant, bro. Because that's today's world. Look at the fucking president. It's today's world.
We're living in a Simpsons episode right now. And that's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying?
Legit.
We really are like there was an episode like
legit, bro.
Yeah, because an episode of Simpsons where Donald Trump got elected as president, and usually on this podcast, I don't necessarily I don't talk about that kind of stuff because that conversation's a revolving door. It can go round and round and round forever. So I'm gonna just say it like this. Something has to give. Something has to give. We're not gonna go in limbo to where it's basically if people against the president and people with the president on one side. Something's gonna give to where everybody's gonna have to come together and for a common cause. We're not gonna be sitting on opposite sides for long. That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I understand that the world needs conflict and the world needs oppositions and all that stuff. I understand that, but at one point in time, when it comes to
people are gonna come together,
yeah, for something.
Well, that's impossible, bro.
Okay.
Hell no.
Talk to me, Trez. Talk to me.
Hell no. First off, all right, just think about this. If everybody in the world came together, I don't give a for half of one thing. Bro, first off, you got all these different races, right?
Yep.
All these different races. Who every race just swear they better than the next race. That within and that one statement, no one's ever we all not gonna come together for one thing. Another thing, you got everybody who just knows everything. Everyone in the world knows everything, bro. It's so crazy. Like, you can't tell nobody nothing. You got 100 different generations of motherfuckers. You got great grandparents, moms, sisters, dad. Everybody's mentality, mental is way different. Everybody's exposed to different shit. Everybody got different beliefs. As long as everybody got different beliefs, bro. And I'm not just talking about no religion. I mean literally just different beliefs, morals, living their life different. There's no way everybody gonna be on the same accord. Because even me personally, if I don't respect or even understand what you're saying, I'm not gonna listen to it. Even if you telling the truth and it's right and all that in your world and everybody who understands it the way you see it, it's 100 people who not gonna understand it. So that's a division within itself. Like, there's no way everybody's gonna be cool or agree on one thing.
See,
if that's the case, everybody would say fuck Trump. No, you have people who love this man.
That is true. My thing with this is like,
you got people who love this man like he's the smartest person.
And to some people, they don't understand why people think like that. And to me, I'm one of those people.
So boom.
Yeah, I'm one of those people who doesn't understand that, but I just base it off of reality. Like I don't look into something tiny and just reality. Blow it up.
So if that's it,
you know what I'm saying? Like I don't do that.
You got people that do.
Yes, that is true.
But you got people that do, right?
Yep, you absolutely right.
Like as long as it's, and those are different people than you. Now, could you ever see yourself on the same level as that person?
You have a point. You're absolutely right.
You feel me?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
There's no way, bro. There's no way. That's why I accept everything, bro. Because the way I think, like I accept everything. I know that, like, bro, as an individual, you can't change shit in this world. It's theory. But people still think they got some type of magic powers that they can do this and enough people can change this. And no, bro, it's not going to happen. Like, we're 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. There's people who are 100 years old who couldn't do this shit. You get what I'm saying? My point. Shit's been tried, and it's not going to happen. Everybody got to just live life for however they live it. Because your world might be way different than my world. I might see something totally different in 24 hours than you see.
Yep, you're absolutely right. But the reason I said the whole, like, you know, people coming together is because I feel like you may say that people disagree on almost everything, but I honestly believe there is at least one common thing that everybody wants. You know what I'm saying? And that's to live a good life.
Well, what is it? Bro, you got people who don't agree on money. People who don't think you need money in the world, who really don't give a fuck about money, bro. And it's proven that you need this shit to survive. Like, it's obvious shit that everyone should agree on and know, like, and it don't even work like that. So, I don't see it, bro. I just can't see everybody agreeing on something if they can't even agree on the obvious. And especially if it hasn't been done yet.
It's a hard world out here specifically. So I feel like yes, it's hard. So my thing is this, and you live to this principle, very well. I look at life as one big ass interstate, and you just need to stay in your lane and try not to merge into somebody else or cut people off. You know what I'm saying? People may move faster than you.
Now, as easy as that sounds, bro. Think about all the people who are nosy, all the people who want to be in everybody else's business, all the people who can't get shit on their own, so they take shit. All those type of people, that's not their own lane. They're merging into someone's lane.
Yeah.
In life, bro, you gotta fucking finesse and take shit to really get shit that you want.
Yeah,
that's all jobs do. That's all people do.
Yeah, man. But the reason I did the whole metaphor of life is like a giant highway is because it's in your own lane. You know, there's some people who are absolutely doing life right now. That's something that I think. But I know what you're fixing to say. Probably like you may think that they're right, but the other person may think it's wrong. Now, what I mean by that is that they have
I'm saying it's people. I get what you're saying. It's people who are, doing everything they're supposed to do. You feel me? I understand that. But at the same time, it's people who aren't. And that's what I mean. You can't tell somebody who's not living their life right and perfect, they're not going to be on the same level as someone who is.
Making a reference back to Battle rap.
So within that, that's a division. That's still a division within itself.
Yes, sir. Making a reference back to battle rap. Cortez's first round versus B. Dot. Cortez said that this exact same thing to him, and that was that. I'll replay that first round all the time because that's some of the realest shit I heard in a while. Because when he was talking about have you seen that battle, Cortez versus B. Dot?
Hell yeah.
That first round by Cortez is like that hit a lot of people personally, especially me, because that shit was crazy. Like I felt all of those lines, and I was like, I can relate to some of those lines. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you judging on how another man gets his money? Like that's definitely something that I completely understand. You know what I'm saying? Like I may not agree.
I had somebody go.
Go ahead, man.
I had a similar situation happen to me. I'm playing 2K, right? I'm online, and I'm with one of my homeboys, and one of his college buddies joining shit, and he's like arguing with us and shit, talking about how he's in college and he a hooper for real, and he goes and asks me, he was talking about something, what you do in life? I was like, nigga, I travel and get money. Fuck you talking about, what do you do? Oh, I get money the right way. What does that mean?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
What do you do? I get money the right way. How can you judge them? You feel me? Like, what does that mean? I get money the right way. You sound like a Trump supporter.
You know what I'm saying? I never judge anybody on how they get their money. You know what I'm saying? I really don't, because I truly believe that they have the end goal for them is like this. I'm desperate enough to do these things to get money so that way I can provide for either myself or either my family. And sometimes you need that determination, you need that laser focus to do that, you know? Whatever you put that energy to, maybe it's wrong, maybe it's right. But my thing is this. I always make it a cardinal rule for me is to never judge anybody. It's to never judge anybody, period. Because not just by the obvious, like you never know if somebody's going through something, but I never judge anybody because they may have good intentions, but they just don't know how to like twist them in the right way. They don't know how to like.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't even know what good intentions and all that. All that shit is made up to what motherfuckers want you to live like. I know rich people who own businesses. I know rich drug dealers. And I know rich people who own businesses who have fucked up morals. I know niggas who drug deal who have greatness. I know niggas who drug deal who have fucked up morals. Niggas who own business who have greatness. My thing is, there's no wrong or right. It's literally how you said earlier. Everybody needs to stay in their lane, bro. Because everybody's lane is different.
Yep. That's exactly right.
That's literally all it is to it.
Because I look at it like you may move fast. You may be passing this person. Or this person may be slowing down, or this person may be like speeding up or something like that. You know, the reason I say that, like the whole highway thing, is that I just try not to worry about everybody and just worry about what I'm doing and what's going to benefit me.
Man. And when you do that, you'll be a lot happier with life.
Exactly. Like life ain't
that bad when you just worry about yourself, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like, because my thing is that
when you worry about you, life ain't really that bad.
It really isn't. It really isn't, bro. Like, when my thing is this, is that when I complete, like when I get my stuff done, like say like, you know what I'm saying? Like today, for instance, man, I'm doing this. I had this interview on the schedule. I had college homework and some other stuff that I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? When I get all of that done, bro, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy because guess what? All of my stuff, all of my things that I have to do, specific anything that's specifically connected to me is done. I'm happy. If you know what I'm saying, like that makes me have a very good attitude towards the rest of either my day, my week, or for the next hour. If I got something to do in an hour, you know what I'm saying? I try to tell people. I try to tell people this.
Dealing with or anything.
I try to tell people this. When literally, if you just stop worrying about what other people think about you or what other people think, period, whether they think whether they disagree with something that you believe in, or whether that you disagree with something they believe in. Here's the key to life, bro, is just really to really know like what makes you happy and what you want out of the life.
You gotta be in tune with yourself. If you in tune with yourself,
yes, good. yes, exactly. If I make sure I'm happy first.
If you're in tune with yourself, you're good.
Yeah, and then everybody else and then everything else will come, man. You just need to truly believe in yourself, actually, that you can do anything, or make anything, or do certain things.
Yeah, honestly,
like that's how it is, man. That's how it is. I try to tell people that
should it be way smoother.
Exactly, because I try to tell people that are younger than me, like, bro, listen. You may go to school and these people be laughing at your shoes, or laughing at your like what you're wearing, or how you talk, or what you did. I guarantee you, by tomorrow, that shit's not gonna matter. Absolutely nothing. Like,
yeah, it's gonna be dead.
Exactly, like
niggas gonna have way bigger problems.
Exactly, like
or new ones.
Exactly. You specifically, like you're in a culture where, you know, you're broadcasting on YouTube, you're broadcasting on pay-per-view, where everybody's looking at you and critiquing you and just saying, yo, this dude sucks, or you know what I'm saying? But you're sitting here like, all right,
he needs to do this. Yeah.
And you're just sitting here like, all right, that's
because
how you
I'm
feel.
Doing what I want. You feel me? Like, my thing is, can't nobody tell me how to do something I want to do, bro.
Talk about it.
Like, if I want to do this shit, and it's been proven that there's numerous ways, how are you going to tell me that my way is wrong?
Facts.
If there's 100 other ways, what makes my one way the way that is not right? You feel me?
Exactly. That's like how you climb a mountain, right? Some people just climb it with their hands. Some people climb it with their hands. Some people take maybe, you know what I'm saying, like a helicopter to get to the top of the mountain. You got to the top of the mountain.
Yeah, some niggas like, yeah.
That's how it is, man.
Same way, nigga. You up there, motherfucker.
Yeah. Now, another.
No, seriously, bro. That's how I be looking at shit.
And that's crazy, because I mean, I wish a lot of people would just kind of just slow down and think before they start doing something crazy. And I know some people don't have like right. Some people don't know how to do that. And that scares me, because it's like, because some people will do something, they're like, yo, man, I wasn't thinking. I'm like, what do you mean you weren't thinking? Like, you got a brain, don't you? Like, what do you mean?
What the fuck you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean you weren't thinking? You got your whole thing. You got your whole life to think. And the fact that you did this, and the one time you didn't think, you messed up. Like, nah, like I don't want to hear that. What are you listening to nowadays, man? What are you listening to? What's in Chef Trez's phone right now? What's in your phone right now? Like, what you bumping to?
Isaiah Rashad. Listen to Isaiah Rashad. That's my soul music. That's from when I wanna just relax, good vibe, good energy.
I love Isaiah Rashad.
And I'm from the North, bro. I gotta listen to my man Offset, bro. Offset, the coldest trap rapper to me, bro. Offset, the GOAT to me. You feel me? When it comes to that type of rap. So we from the same place. So I always listen to Offset, always support. I listen to Migos as a whole collective, but Offset, really, you know what I'm saying, who I listen to. I listen to fucking, who the hell is this? Oh, sorry. Who else I listen to, man? Let me go to my headphones right now. We can see, bro. I listen to Gucci. You gotta listen to Gucci, man. I listen to Big Sean, Dirt, T Grizzly. You know, I listen to a lot of different shit. Kendrick, Cole, Absol. I listen to a whole bunch of shit.
If you had to pick your favorite album of 2017, what would it be?
Oh, man.
lot of good albums that came out last year, though.
When this shit come out. No. Honestly, bro, that's a good question.
It's crazy how it stumped you this time.
That's a good, because I'm really a mixtape type of guy. You feel me?
I see what you're saying. So you're more of, you don't want to listen to the Carter, you want to listen to Dedication.
Matter of fact, the album that I had on repeat the most was Herb album, Humble Beast.
That album is.
That was the one I had on repeat the most.
That. I was very impressed with that album. I like G Herbo. You know what I'm saying? I like the whole Chicago scene.
That shit was that thing.
Him, Bibby, King Louie.
That motherfucking album was fire.
Yeah, man. That was a sleeper album for me. Like that was people slept on that album really, really hard. So that's another thing that I enjoy.
Well, yeah, like I'm a mixtape type of guy though, bro. I prefer mixtapes.
I'm an album person. See, I'm the complete opposite. I'm an album person because I want to hear something that the whole project makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is this song here instead of this song here, and then all this other stuff. I'm a big picture kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like I look at it for example, 2014 when I heard 2014 Forest Hills Drive, I felt like J. Cole was taking us on a trip through his whole street. You know what I'm saying? In his whole neighborhood. So I appreciate albums like that. Mixtapes on the other side, like Lil Wayne's Dedication, or any Juicy J mixtape, something that not necessarily has a lot of thought put into it, but the songs are great. I look at it like this. Mixtapes, if it wasn't for mixtapes, literally hip hop would not be in the position it is right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you got people who really can't afford to go out and get an album from the store, or go on iTunes and buy an album or something like that. And then you get these outlets like SoundCloud and DatPiff and Spinrilla and live mixtapes and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, and you got all these crazy projects, and like anything Starlito is mostly on here. You know what I'm saying? It's mostly free. Anything.
Yeah, Starlito done Strip. I'm on a done Strip wave too. Strip, my guy.
You know what I'm saying? Guys like Fat Trell or Currency. You know what I'm saying? Like those
Autumn Gleesh mixtapes.
You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate a person who's willing to put out music for free because that's how much he loves his fans and trusts his fans. Because nowadays, this is what happens. Nowadays, I see this. You see your favorite rapper put out a mixtape for free, like just a mixtape for free, whether it's on SoundCloud, DatPiff, wherever you get your free music, they put it there, right? If it gets like a huge like response or whatever, the album, or they will sell that mixtape. You know what I'm saying? Like they will sell that mixtape, or they will make the album that they've been working on will come out sooner than possible. So really, mixtapes are a really good marketing way to get your shit out. You know what I'm saying? So man, listen, this conversation is now reaching 55 minutes, close to about 54 actually. Excuse me. If you,
that ain't feel like that.
Yeah, I know. We just, and that's what I think. Why I think this is one of my favorite episodes right now. I'm gonna say it because it really wasn't, you know what I'm saying, super serious and super strategic. We just damn near freestyled the whole thing, and it ended up being a great episode. So I'm gonna end it on this. I'm gonna end it on this note. Trez, if you had one song that you want the public to hear, what would it be?
One song? Oh, you gonna do me like that?
Yo, man, apparently you don't watch the show, that's how the show goes, man. Song of the day is how we end it. You know what I'm saying? If you need some time to think about it for a little bit, I got mine.
Isaiah Rashard Park. Everybody listening to that, have a great day.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, my song of the day is something that is off of the King Los GOAT tape. He put out a crew remix. You know, of course, the song with Go Link, Shy Glizzy, and Brent Fayez. That song has literally gotten on a rocket ship and went to another level. But King Los and Fat Trez did remix and damn near made a whole new version of the song, and it's an amazing song. I think King Los is one of the most underrated artists of all time. Like this man's got bars on top of bars on top of bars, flows on top of flows on top of flows. Los is crazy, man. Especially y'all need to go check out the crew remix of King Los and Fat Trez. Dude, this was a wish list thing for me. So I really appreciate you coming on the show, man. Like,
oh no, we lit, bro.
I've been a fan of yours again since your Craig Lamar battle, and you know what I'm saying. I'm ready. I'm ready to see where your battle career goes, man. I'm gonna be supporting. I'm gonna be supporting the whole way. If there's any information that you can divulge on what your next battle is going to be, what is it?
Nah, I ain't even got nothing locked right now. Just names in the air.
Just names in the air? Is there somebody that you want specifically?
I mean, I really want that Ill Will. That Ill Will battle really happening right now. Ill
Will versus Chef Trez is something I want to see, but I don't want to see it in a small room. I want to see it on a Gnome. I want to see it on a Summer Madness. I want to see it on a big stage. You know what I'm saying? I want to see it on a big stage because I feel like y'all could really rock the room like that. If y'all go, especially, I'll even go this far. That should be the first battle that happens at that event. Like the first battle that happens, like y'all should be first out to set the tone because I want that. That's gonna be something crazy. Y'all rebuttal game is crazy. Y'all's energy is crazy. I mean, you and Ill Will. While it's a style clash and you're more of a relaxed kind of, you know what I'm saying, punch, you know what I'm saying, freestyle punch kind of guy.
Gangster mode.
And Ill Will's not gonna play with you. Ill Will is not gonna play with you.
I fool with Ill Will. I fool with Ill Will heavy. I respect, bro.
Yeah, he's not gonna play with you. So
a lot of respect for Ill Will.
So,
but likewise, I'm not gonna play with him either, though.
I don't expect you to. I don't expect you to not play with to not play with him at all. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't expect you to do none of that. So, you gonna be peeping the Survivor Series DMV that's happening tomorrow?
See, I was supposed to be up there, but some bullshit happened. So okay. I'm gonna be home.
I got you. Cool. Don't worry, bro. I got you. Don't worry, I got you on that one. Ladies and gentlemen, again, Chef Trez, Chef Life, Cave Gang. You know what I'm saying? This was the first Flight 96 of 2018. I think this went very well, man. I'd love to have you back on the show. Definitely.
I'm ready. Salute Flight 96. We out here, man.
Yes, sir.
Cave shit, URL shit, ABR shit, all that good shit.
So, where can the people find you on Twitter, Instagram, all that?
Twitter and Instagram is Chef Trez __. Okay. Chef Trez with 2 underscores is literally that.
All right, guys. Y'all know the slogan. One love.